Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka nabudu wa iyaka nasta'in. Idina sirata mustaqim. Sirata ladina. An'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. Waraddallin. Amen. Peace, y'all. All right, so today, Q&A vibes, all right? And y'all asked some good questions on this one. Y'all got to tap into the Instagram because that's where I be posting for y'all to answer the questions, and I'm answering the questions from there. So at Mike Rashid if you don't follow me. So first question, brother said, if I feel weird, my friend, is that really a friend? I'm trying so hard to maintain a relationship, but it doesn't feel right. Listen, if you feel like you're forcing a friendship, if whenever you're with this person and you leave, it don't feel right, that is energetic communication. That is something on their end communicating to you that they don't like you or they have an issue with you or something like that. They just haven't expressed it to you. But they are expressing it to you energetically, and that is real, and that's something that you should not ignore. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Now, if something happened that you caused, then you know the reason. So you should do your part to atone, apologize, whatever it is that you did on your end. But if there's nothing on your end, the most you can do is ask that person like, hey, I don't know, things feel kind of off. Did I do something? Like, you want to like soften it up to give them an environment in which they don't mind talking, opening up to you. Don't be hostile about it. Y'all got to remember this too. Somebody you consider your friend, it's really your friend. Treat them with love. Fellas, I'm talking to y'all, because we be too hard all the time, right? Be mindful of that person's feelings. Try to curate what you're going to say in a way that makes them comfortable to speak. Now, if they say it's nothing, but the energy's still weird, energetically, you can't lie. Whatever a person feels in their heart about someone else, when you're in proximity, you have a resonant frequency that you're emitting from your heart. Everyone does. If it don't feel right, you have to listen to it. Energetic communication is more honest than linguistic communication. Linguistic communication, you can start curating things in your mind how you want to say it. You might be, or they might be lying to you, trying not to be deceptive. You might be saying the wrong thing, thinking this is the way I need to talk to so-and-so. You have to be in tune first and foremost with yourself. You need interpersonal intelligence. You need to perform what's called metacognition. That's having the ability to think about your thoughts. Why do I feel this? What do I want to say for real? And assess what you feel from this person and make decisions based off of that. There's not enough emphasis put on things like that. People lie with their words. The energy doesn't lie, it's solid. So that was a good question though. All right, next question. Mike, what are some things you wish you knew when you were younger? That's a good one. One of them was recognizing, like, I wish that I knew back then how important the people in my circle was. I had a period when I had a big ass crew, right? And it was just guys I knew for a long time. We've seen things together, been through things together, and I would stay loyal to the history of us. But history, you can't base the depth of your relationship with somebody on time. Sometimes you can, but you have to analyze that time. Positive time, is it powerful times? And make that assessment. Some people that I used to be around were just terrible people, right? Like, to be honest. Maybe I wasn't the best back in the day myself, but these were people that when I was not doing the best things, at least in my world, I was still trying to be an honest, ethical person to my street rules, which I was living back then. But you had people who just didn't care. I had people that was around me that was only around for the fun times, for the good times. And remember this, y'all. First of all, people use the word friendship way too loose. Way too loose. It's people you know, and then there's a friend. I'm gonna tell you the difference. People you know, associates, y'all might have fun together. You might have better times with them than you do with your actual friends. But guess what? They're only around when the fun times. They're not around when shit gets hectic. A real friend is there with you and for you when it's not convenient, when the money's fucked up, when things are not looking great. They're gonna sit there with you and make sure you're good, and you're gonna do the same for them. That's real friendship. All of the good days, it don't matter. It's easy. It's easy to get through those because it's fun. It's already good. The hard days is when people need other people. So you gotta look at your life and see who's around and who's there, who's lifting you up when you really need it. That's something that's like, man, that's universal. So anyway, that's something I wish I knew earlier, but life is a lesson, and I've learned that, I've applied it, and will never change. Good question though. Next question, Mike, Mike, I know by y'all asking this, what's the difference between a weak man and a strong man? Well, I tell you, a weak man avoids hard things. They look for comfort. A weak man, his whole life is based on pleasure, based on convenience. A strong man, on the other hand, runs towards difficult things, difficult tasks, conquers it. A strong man does not complain. A strong man does not point fingers and blame. A strong man is radically accountable. A weak man is not. A strong man practices radical honesty. A weak man does not. A strong man is decisive. A weak man is not. A strong man speaks affirmatively, and they're rooted in something bigger than them, something of high moral and ethical fabric. Weak man doesn't. They live for themselves and they live in the moment. There's way more I can add to that, but that's the gist of a weak man versus a strong man. Strong man is up, weak man down. Good question though. Mike, I'm 35 years old. I've been lifting and training consistently, but my weight just won't drop. I feel like I'm doing everything right, but my body isn't changing. What would you have me fix first? First and foremost, I would need to sit down with you or have a call with you to ask you a battery of questions. I need to be able to assess the protocol that you're currently doing. See, you said you're doing everything right, but I'm certain you're not. You're clearly not, because if you were, the numbers would be dropping. Everything will be changing in your favor. It's most likely your nutrition. You have all the raw ingredients, everyone. You know, some kind of meal plan in the gym. Ingredients is one thing, but recipe is everything. For instance, with my online coaching, I deal with this all the time, and it's never hard for me. I can always show them how to calibrate certain things to where they get results. You don't want to be just working out just to work out. You want to have actual, tangible, visible changes and results. Case in point, this summer was the last time I did a full DEXA scan. It shows everything. It breaks down your weight, the amount of muscle mass, actual muscle mass you have on, your body fat, the water you retain, all of that stuff. My last check-in, I was 213. My skeletal muscle mass was 114. Body fat percentage was 7. The other day, I'm now at 6%. I put on 2 pounds of muscle and I went down in weight and body fat. I'm no longer 213, I'm 212. Instead of before I was 114, now I'm 116. Back then I was 7% body fat, now I'm 6% body fat. That is what you want. Now, on my level, it's hard to see the gains because I'm in really good shape. So it's a little harder for me, but I still have visible results. You want actual results. You don't want to just be working out. And look, if you're not tracking things, it's a problem. How do you know if you're not tracking, especially if you don't see it? But this person doesn't see anything, doesn't feel anything. But matter of fact, you, brother, and anybody out there that need help, hit me up for a consultation, MikeRashidTraining.com. The link is down below, and we'll get you right. But it's hard for me to give you an accurate what to do, what not to do, without knowing the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s about your program, all right? All right, so next question. This is a good one. Mike, how do I stop caring what people think? Very good, very good. I can honestly say this, you really never stop caring about what people think. That's just me being honest. People will say, oh, I don't give a F what people think. That's cool, but I do. It depends on who. I don't care what everybody thinks, but the people that I care about, the people in my world, the valuable people to me, I do care. Sometimes y'all care about the wrong people. Let's say if you're, an influencer or working to be an influencer, whatever it is, and you have people saying silly, hateful, dumb things on your content, who cares? Don't engage with them. Don't get upset. That person ain't spending no money with you anyway. They're just a hater. So don't spend your energy with that person unless you're feeling petty and got some extra time. You know what I'm saying? But just try not to do that, right? You don't want to put that kind of energy out there matching them. They're bringing you down to a ridiculous fight. Y'all both look dumb at this point, so just don't do it. Focus on the people that you actually care about, whose opinions matter, people who are beneficial to you. At the end of the day, people can have all the opinions they want. They're not paying your bills. They're not going home with you at the end of the night. So stop caring so much about what everybody thinks, but the people in proximity, the people that you actually do care about, you should be concerned with theirs. Now I'm gonna tell you how my life is. I know a lot of people, but I'm only in counsel with a handful of people. And those people are all awesome people, like really good people. That helps keep me safe. Now, the thing that keeps me the most safe is my God, is Allah. Is me following the sunnah, following the laws and the rules that are prescribed to me. Because I don't want to let God down, which I really can't, but I want to follow God's rules. I want to be in accordance and alignment with Allah as much as I can. Then outside of that is my community, the people that I love, that I'm always with. These are really good people. So I don't want to be like stepping out of bounds or out of line and them observing me. I don't want them being like, damn, Mike, that was kind kind of weird that you did that. I'm very, very mindful about the people that I care about. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We go back a couple years, I was moving a little bit different. You know, I wasn't like the worst person in the world, but I was just not the best person in the world. And I was embarrassed about some of my good friends seeing me moving a certain way. My thing is like, you have a scale, right? So I want to tip the scale to good as much as possible. So keep pouring into that good category. So I do care about what certain people think about, but only the right people. Good question though. All right, next question is a good one. I have a lot of experience with this. Yo, Mike, how do I deal with haters? You don't. You don't. You don't even engage them. You outwork them. Every time you're spending energy or time thinking about these people, that's time that you're not being productive, pushing the line for yourself and for your people. Ignore them. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's very powerful. More powerful than any kind of words or attack or whatever is silence. It's silence. It's not saying anything. These people are like a fire. Fire needs oxygen. It needs fuel. It needs something to keep aflame. You suffocate that negativity by just not acknowledging at all. People make videos about me, I don't care. Yeah, but they're saying this, that, and the third about you. If someone was to believe a hater, anybody that actually makes content, they go out of their way to be an enemy of somebody else, if somebody believes any of that, you're not for me. And that's how you have to move. You want to be moving correctly. I asked my father when I was in high school, like, Pop, why everybody be bothering me? Like, they always talking about me. This is wise. He said, son, you shouldn't worry about that. You should worry if they ain't talking about you. They ain't hating on you. That means you ain't really important. People only hate on important people. They're beneath them and they're trying to pull them down. However you may think things look, anyone going out of their way, harboring negativity, throwing filth on somebody else, that person is beneath that other person. And whoever you are, ignore them. You're impenetrable, especially if you have God. I worry about nada. I want y'all to have that same kind of confidence, all right? Good question, though. Next question. Mike, I'm 31 years old. I notice I'm either super locked in for a few weeks or completely off track. How do you build the kind of discipline and structure where training, business, and personal life all stay consistent, not just when you feel motivated? Good question. I'm going to say right now, for everybody listening, y'all, fuck motivation. Fuck motivation. Don't even kiss it first. Fuck it. Listen, motivation it's a feeling. Feelings are not real. They come and go. You need to develop discipline. So that means the things that you know are good for you to do, are beneficial, you do that regardless of how you feel. You should not need a certain feeling to do the things that you need to do. If you want to be successful in life, the main component is consistency, brother. You need discipline to be consistent. You want to set a nice pace that you can maintain. The non-negotiables for me is the getting up early and praying. And then it's the early training. And then there's some kind of like hermetic stressor after that, like a cold plunge or the sauna. And guess what I'm doing in the sauna? I'm doing mindfulness meditation. All of these things are difficult to do, but it's very important because it helps you control everything here. All right, Mike, I'm 27 years old. There's a lot of pressure to be successful fast. From your perspective, what should a young man actually focus on first? Money, body, mindset, or something else if he wants long-term confidence? That's a good question, brother. None of that. I want you to focus on your relationship with God. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but it's not some arbitrary, I love God. What does it mean to love God? For me, it means that I'm praying 5 times a day. It means that I'm giving a portion of my money away to charity, right? It means that I'm fasting when I'm supposed to fast. It means that, most importantly, I'm aligning myself 100% with God, with God only. That's it. So what does that mean? So that means money, my body, all these things. These are things of the world. These are attributes of me, but they're not my identity. When you are locked in the way that I'm locked in, what I'm talking about, you are going to be training properly. You're going to be applying yourself to make the right kind of money. All of these things are going to come. There's no need to rush anything. If you're doing the right things, keep doing them. If you're not, then you're not. So you're not going to see the things that you want. But don't look at time as a proxy, because you're only looking at time, you're comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. That is an absolute fact. You don't know somebody else's path. You don't know what help they have made, or you don't know what sacrifices they made to get to where they're at. Don't care. If you see somebody with something that you want, cool. Figure out how they got it and apply yourself in the same way, if not more, not better. Nothing of greatness happens like that. You don't have one bomb-ass workout and then you swole. You have a bunch of good workouts every day. You don't eat good for a week and then you got abs. It's compound. You eat good this week, great, keep that up. Next week, you're compounding your interest. It's just gonna happen naturally as it should. Don't rush into nothing. Take your time. Be mindful about the things that you do. Everything you do, do it with intention. That's all I have for y'all this week. And I'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace.